Hello, this is John Lyons with Insurance One, and this is my video to get onto the Protege Season 2. Hope it works. Why do I want to be on the Protege? Well, quote Billy the Kid from Young Guns, quite possibly one of the greatest westerns of all time. It's the test of all tests, if you ask me. I mean, you can talk about whether or not you have what it takes to be the Protege. I can pitch that to you all day long. I can tell you how great I'm going to be and how hard I'm going to work, and those things may be true. But until you put yourself in the arena and you give yourself the test, until you go against other, the rest of the competition, until I go against those challenges, until I figure out whether or not I really have what it takes, I don't know the answer. But I also know unless I get in the arena and do it, I'll never know. And so really, I just want the opportunity to test myself. I want the opportunity to know if I do have what it takes, if I can be the Protege. What do I think it'll do for me? I think three things. I think it'll give me the tools that I need to be successful. I think it's going to give me the knowledge I need to be successwill. And I think that it's going to give me the support from the coaches and from you and from being able to pick their brain and diving into all of that. I will walk out of the Protege more refined and better equipped to be a successful commercial insurance agent than I did when I walked in. What do I think it'll do for my agency? When it comes to that, they're going to get name recognition because they're going to see John Lyons Insurance One on, getting promoted on social media. For the people who watch, for them, it's going to just bring recognition to what we're doing here in Dallas and in Texas and across the country. So that's a great opportunity. On top of that, it's going to give them revenue. With those tools and the knowledge that I'm going to gain, I'm going to go kill it in commercial insurance. And they're just going to see the money that comes in from that. So I think they're going to benefit greatly. And then on top of that, the knowledge that I'll bring back to the table for them, for how I was a success on the show, or how the knowledge I gained to be a successful agent and to be able to share that with our agency, they'll be better for it, no doubt. What do I think being on the Protege will do for my career? If anything, I think it's just really going to speed up the process of being a success. The failure rate in our industry for young agents from years 1 to 3 is really high. So I'd love to beat those odds and to do it a lot faster than what most people do to be able to build a book. And so having the tools and the knowledge and that support that I talked about from a career standpoint and a career trajectory, it's going to skyrocket it. And I really think it's one of those milestone opportunities, right? Where it's a fork in the road where I'll be able to look back on 5 years from now and go, man, that one opportunity that I was able to seize and take hold of and be a part of really shot me in this direction that I didn't even imagine was possible just because I threw my name in a hat to be a part of a show. So yeah, I think there's a lot of upside to being on the Protege, and I don't really know if I could list any downside to it. What do I hope to learn in the process? I hope to learn a lot about who I am. And because, like I mentioned earlier, that being in a show and being in the arena and the pressure that comes with that, you can't create that anywhere else. I can't go do that on my own. Yes, there's a bit of pressure and a thrill to walking into a new client's office and seeing if you can close the deal. That's one thing. That is a bit of pressure. But being on a show like this and being challenged the way that you challenge the people of season 1, there's nothing else like it. And you can't do it unless you're in it, right? And I mean, the great Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, not a lot of people put themselves in a situation to get punched in the mouth. And I think being a part of the Protege creates that opportunity. Does my plan work? Does my idea work? Is it good enough? Will it be enough? Is it enough to win? All of those things, all of those questions are just questions with inexperienced answers, but I want to know if I have what it takes. And the only way to do that is for you to at least put me in the top 10 and see if I can make it from there. And then ultimately, I hope I answered all of the questions that you had, everything that you kind of wanted to know about my desire to be there. But I'd love to end it with a question for you, David. And ultimately it comes down to something you say all the time. And it's, when we're looking at our clients and our client book and we ask ourselves, does this particular client deserve a seat at the table? And I'd just kind of like to ask you the same thing about me, right? When you look at the 10 seats at this table for Protege Season 2, does John Lyons have a seat at that table? Do you think I deserve a spot in Season 2 and ultimately to be the Protege? I sure as hell think I do. But you're the one who gets to make the decision. So hopefully you give me a call and say, hey, I think you deserve a seat. And I look forward to that call. Thanks for the opportunity. And even if I don't get it, I will still listen and watch. Hell, it was a gutsy move just to put my name in the hat to send a video in. So thanks again. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Hey, this is John Lyons with Insurance One, coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. I guess it's not live, is it? Nope. I think probably the best way to go about it would be to take a look at some of the questions you asked and see if that, oh gosh, I hate that. Hey, this is John Lyons. Why are you saying hey? This is John Lyons with Insurance One, coming to you from Dallas, Texas.